Chip on a little lipstick.
What you about to do?
I'm recording on the Zoom.
Oh.
All right. Hey. How you doing? It's your girl. Let me see.
Chip on a little lipstick.
Let me figure out. I hated that, you know, I never know.
I'm recording on your Zoom.
Okay, hold on.
Oh.
Like, what are you doing? Here we got
All right.
the delay.
Hey. How you doing? It's your girl. Let me see. Chip on a little lipstick. Let me figure out.
I gotta mute that.
You know.
Okay. Okay, hold on. Okay. Wait a minute. No, not yet. Okay, here I go. Now, because this is weird how the Zoom thing does, okay? I always mess this up. Okay, hey everybody, it's your girl, Dr. Khadijah Chapman. I am getting ready to go over how you prep a file to get ready to do credit repair, credit restoration. I work with the team, but I do know how to do it. And I have one of my associates on the line and she's asking questions. And I'm like, you know what, I'm going to actually put this on my YouTube channel because I haven't seen anybody really teach credit repair correctly. I really haven't. I've seen people tell you to, you know, take a couple of, excuse my language, take some letters, a 609 or whatever, and, you know, write the bureau and good luck, right? And yeah, that may actually happen. They may actually work. We may actually get some results from doing a 609 letter. If you don't know what a 609 letter is, it's basically you're asking the credit bureau to prove that they have information documenting that you owe this debt that they never have. But the thing with the 609 letter is sometimes it works. And if it works, then woohoo, you know, people are happy. But when they don't work, people don't follow up. And unfortunately, is in the follow through. But here, the first thing you do with a credit client, you look at their credit, you go to a credit monitoring service where you can see all three bureaus. And if you don't have money or whatever, then you can do Credit Karma and Credit Sesame. It limits what you can see, but you can at least see what's on there. It doesn't have account numbers though. And you can do, and that shows your trend and your experience. And you can do Experian.com. And if you, in the top of Experian.com, it has, you know, put in your credit card and, you know, pay X amount of dollars, get a free trial. But if you go a little past that, you can actually get Experian.com for free. So now you got access to all three bureaus. You can at least see what's on them. However, I recommend that you use a paid monitoring service. You can even go to Credit Karma. Credit Karma has for $15.99 a month. You can see all three bureaus, right? You can go to privacyguard.com. I think it's $19.99 a month. You can go, you can go to Equifax.com. You can have two adults where they can actually pay $19.99 for two adults to monitor both of their credit. You can see both of your credit on all three bureaus. Now, the first thing you're going to do, you're going to look at whichever way. You're going to take everything that's negative. You're going to put it in a Word file. You're going to put the name of what's negative, and you're going to put what bureau, and you're going to put the year. I think that's it, right? So then, okay, that's that. So then I have these letters, and you can find them probably on the internet or whatever in different books and different people. But you want to freeze your account. Now, some people feel like freezing your account doesn't help, but it does help. Doesn't help all the time with the credit repair, maybe not. But I get through this whole process, you can literally wipe your own damn credit. Okay, it's a lot of work though. I'm gonna tell you, it's not as simple as people think, and that's why sometimes you just want to pay somebody who's going to be diligent, who's going to be consistent, and they know what the hell they're doing, because it's a lot of layers to this. Now, some people can write one letter and whew, everything comes off, and all of a sudden they think they can start a credit repair company. Sometimes I think it's favor. Sometimes I think it's, you know, a little bit of luck, a little bit of prayers being answered. Maybe if you're creating the space for you to have a 700 or 800 credit score, the universe is giving you what you're visualizing, because believe it or not, our brains are magnetic and we magnetize what it is that we say that we want. So sometimes that's why certain people's stuff is coming off of their credit, because they've been praying and they've been visualizing. So when they tell you they wrote a letter, it's a little deeper than that. But I'm going to just keep it simple. I'm going to just talk about credit here, okay? So you take off everything that's negative. I mean, you write it down. You put in a Word file. We're going to use that later. But for now, you're going to go to ARS, and you're going to go to Sage Stream, and you're going to LexisNexis, and you're going to ask them to freeze your credit report. Now, when you do this, at some point, you have to unfreeze it, okay? Because at some point, you're going to use your credit. And if you don't unfreeze it, when you go to use it, everything is going to be, you're going to get told no, even if you have a 750 credit score. So you have to remember that. Hello?
Yeah.
Okay. What does ARS stand for?
ARS stands for Advanced Resolution Service.
Advanced Resolution Service. So that's one of the ones that we go. Now, so you can fax. This is so cool. You can fax to ARS and Sage Stream, so you don't even have to put a stamp on it. You can literally make sure you sign the letter and send a copy of your driver's license and your social security card, and that would give you access to their information. I mean, you know, you get in their system to fax, to freeze your file. Now, they may call you. They may call you, and you don't want to make sure, whatever. So if they send you a letter saying we couldn't freeze it because of this, so we need whatever, call them, send them whatever they need, okay? The next thing you do, you're going to fill out an FTC affidavit. So you're going to go to ftc.gov, and you're going to fill out an affidavit. And you're going to say, I'm challenging if it's a student loan, collection, a loan that maybe was late, past due, don't matter. You just want to you want to challenge it. And this is the thing with credit. Anytime credit was ever actualized, they use your signature to create the credit. So it's all fraud. It's all fraud. So all you're doing is saying it's fraud. And when you go and you do the FTC affidavit, all you need to do is put the name of the company and the account number. You ain't got to worry about the dates, who you talk to, all that stuff you can leave blank. And they only let you do five accounts. So just pick 5. It doesn't even matter. Because when you send in an FTC affidavit, you're pretty much saying I've had fraud against my name. And you have. If anything is on your credit report, now let me tell you how deep it is. Anytime you take out any type of loan, that's really called a commercial lien. And there should be a file, a UCC filing against your social security number. However, if you do a lien search with the Secretary of State of the state that you're in, or any state that you have a driver's license in, or any state that you've done business in, and there is no lien against your social security, guess what? That means there's no debt. So I get real deep into that, but just to keep it real simple, here, you're just filing the FTC affidavit. Debt has been formed against me, and I want to send this in with my letter. Now, you're going to prepare a letter. The first letter that you're going to prepare to the credit bureau, you're just going to say, hey, I just looked at my credit. There are some things in here that are unfamiliar to me, I do not recognize, and I'm asking your agency to please delete them immediately, because it is hurting my credit reputation and it is causing me injury. Okay? And you just list the things that you said were negative. You just list them. Just list them on the paper, period. And if you got more than like 5 or 6, I would say list 5 on this one. And then, you know, wait a few days and then send 5 more, wait a week and send the other 5. Don't send 10 at one time, right? So then that's pretty much it. Now you just wait about 30 days. It may be, sometimes it's 7 days, sometimes it's 14 days, sometimes it's 21 days. Listen, sometimes it's 30 and 40. I can't tell you why.
Wait, can I ask a question?
Sure.
Okay, so you said that you don't want to send. So, like, what if you want to send 8, or is that too many to send at one time?
You could send 8, but this is the thing. If you do 4 and 4, it's more realistic. If the agency gets something and you got 8 things negative on your credit and you only challenging 4, think of how they might think of it. Like, oh well, that's probably not her. She didn't challenge y'all 8 things.
Gotcha.
You see what I'm saying? So it's kind of like a mental trick, you know.
How often should you send like the first 4 to the next 4?
I would wait a few days, to a week.
Okay.
All right. So, and you can ask anything you want. This is for clarity. So you just send it and you just wait. And then, when you send it, you have to send a copy of your driver's license. It don't have to be in color. And your social security card, believe it or not, you really don't have to send your social security card. You can just write your social security number and the last 4 digits or the last 4 digits. But, for all the sake of keeping it simple, if your driver's license does not have your current address on it, then you have to send a bill. You do not have to send a bill if it does not. If your driver's license matches the label that you're gonna put that you're sending this from, which is you, then that's that. The key here, guys, is the credit repair letter itself that you're gonna send. The very first letter could just be a hey, I recognize there's some things in my credit, and according to U.S. code, I don't know the codes, but basically you can find any initial credit letter would do. I promise you, it ain't that deep. You can go online and find a credit repair letter that sounds like legit, or it sounds like formal. According to code UC 1801, section 2, paragraph A, whatever. Just slap some stuff in there. This isn't mine. And then if you want to build a story when you send it and say, I'm a college student. I've been away at college. I came home. All of a sudden, I had some letters I had some inquiries on my report that wasn't mine. I've had some letters in the mail that I don't recognize. You can kind of have that conversation in your letter. And what happens is it's like you're humanizing the fact that you're a human and something is on your credit you don't recognize. So what happens is in that space, you got a good chance of getting things deleted. Oh, wait, there's one more step. When you send the things that you're deleting, let's say when it comes back, if something isn't deleted, then you're gonna file another report with the CFPB, Consumer Financial Protection Bureau. So let's say they take everything off with a Bank of America credit card. Well, then file a complaint with them, and they're going to give you, it's going to be a page, it's going to pop up, it's going to have a number on it, and you're going to mail that with your second letter. Now, with your first letter, FTC affidavit, when you go in and fill everything out, you're going to mail that with your original letter. So your original documentation, it's going to be the credit letter, copy of your driver's license, copy of your social security number. You can put them both on the same sheet of paper. Your FTC affidavit. And I have some other literature that I send out, like the Graham-Bailey Act. You can do research, Graham-Bailey Act, powerful information, read it. The thing with credit repair, if you want to get in this industry, whether you're doing it for yourself, you want to do it for business, all you have to do is read. Go and read the Fair Credit Reporting Act. But this is the thing, I promise you. Just like if you wanted to, you can go to school. No, you don't even have to go to school. You can take the LSAT to become a lawyer. You don't even have to go to school. You can literally pay whatever it costs and take the test. You're probably going to fail. But there's no law saying you have to go to school to be an attorney, to take the test to be an attorney. I'm sorry. So it's kind of the same thing with credit repair. You can just jump online, grab some credit repair books, watch videos like these and kind of figure out credit repair. But the thing is, if you want your credit done and you want it done in a decent amount of time and you want it done correctly and you want it done in excellence, and you ain't got time to try to figure it out, because you might get, let's say you got 10 things on your credit. And let's say you get 4 things off. That's great. Let's say you get 9 things off. That's awesome. But until you get every single item off, unless you're trying to buy a house or a car, those things, you don't have to have excellent credit to buy a house or a car. If you want a really good score and you want to go after money, you need to have everything negative wiped off your credit. So there's a dance to that. There's a way to do that. So when you do the things that I just said, you get back your results, and whatever wasn't taken off, if anything stayed on, you just have to go to round 2 and kind of do it again, and you follow up for round 1. Round 1 says, if you don't answer me in 30 days, I need these things deleted. A lot of times the credit bureau does not answer you in 30 days, but what happens is a lot of us, we're not organized enough to even really have that tickler file to know, okay, 30 days is come and gone. Let me hit them with this, they're in violation. They need to delete this, or I'm taking them to court. If you take them to court, now some people send certified mail, and if you send certified mail, well, Your Honor, I sent this on January 1st. As of February 1st, it was still there. You got a good case, okay? They go, and 9 times out of 10, the credit bureau do not want to come to court over a $500 AT&T bill or $300 medical, but they'll just delete it. So there's some ways about that. I'm actually putting a course together right now as we speak that you'll be able to purchase. It's going to have all the letters in it. It's going to be $99. It'll be the best $99 you can buy because, like I said, there's people out here selling a book for $25 or selling a letter for $10, but they're not giving you the game. They're not giving you everything. So I'm still not giving you everything. There's still some stuff that you could do, and my letters are not like everybody else's letters. Now, in addition, you're going to go after anything that's charged off or anything that's a collection agency, any type of repossession, any type of student loan, anything that's like a child support or anything like that. I have the most amazing letters. You're going to use the letters along with other techniques that I'm going to teach you, where I show you how to energetically use your emotional intelligence and the art of creative visualization to also help with this process. Wink, wink. That may be a little deep for some of y'all, but at the end of the day, everything is all a part of one whole. We're all connected. So our energy is connected. So if you're believing, oh, I'm about to do this credit repair, but then you don't really think it's going to work, good luck with that. So I talk about a lot of that in my book. All right, guys, I got to go. Do you have any other questions?
No.
You clear?
Yeah.
All right. Well, guys, I hope you got some value out of this. It is what it is. Having excellent credit changes your life. So I want you to think about, if you pay somebody $1,000 or $2,000 or $3,000 to put your credit together, and it's done in excellence, everything is taken off, what is that worth to you? When you work with someone like me, that's worth 6 figures. That's worth 6 figures. I'd take you to 4 banks to get you $25,000 times 4. Now, when we clean off everything, if you don't have anything positive, well, we got to rebuild your credit. And you can buy trade lines. You can ask your aunt or your mom or your sister or somebody with good credit to add you to their a credit card account. You don't have access to their credit card, but you have access to the history of their great payment. And so there's some places you can go to start building your credit. If you get a paycheck every week, go get you a secure credit card. Every time you get paid, load up your secure credit card. If your paycheck every week is $800, then your secure credit card should be $800. And as soon as you get paid, you pay off your credit card. Now, there's a real powerful way that you can do. You can use credit cards, and every time you pay off your credit card, you're getting points. So we're gonna talk about that on another video. But we're gonna talk about that after you get your credit together. You can go get good credit. Now you can just basically recycle your money, because when you use your credit card, and there's a lot of places now that give you, oh, I think I got some brownie on my tooth. Sorry. That give you, there's some places that give you cash back for using your credit card. So now when you get your paycheck, use your credit card, swipe, 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 swipe. You get 2%, 3% every time you swipe it. You're helping your credit, because every week you're paying down to $800. Every 2 weeks you're paying down to $800. In the credit card world, you pay down your debt. You're just revolving and recycling your own freaking money, and you getting it to work for you. These are the types of things that I would teach you. I would show you. I would show you how to play the credit game to get your credit up to where you need it to be, to make credit work for you, so you're not a slave to credit, and that you're not paying down debt for somebody else, but you're using debt so that you can create excellence in your financial world. This is your girl, Dr. Khadijah Chapman, talking to you later. I hope this has been valuable. Please put down, give me a comment, Tell me your takeaway. Is there, if there's something that you want to know, or if there's something that you got out of this, please put it in the comments. And I do read all comments, and I do respond, and I will be talking to you soon. And look forward to the look forward to the new book that we have coming out. Talk to you later. Credit, the Bad Credit Millionaire. All right, talk to you later. Bye-bye. Any questions? You good?
No.
All right, cool.
No, I have one question.
Okay, what's that? She got a question. Let me not cancel. What, honey?
So pertaining to, okay, if something doesn't come off, you do the CFPB.
Yes, Consumer Financial Protection Bureau. Yeah, and this is the thing about the CFPB. You got a 90% chance of them taking something off just because you disputed it with the CFPB. The CFPB is like the policing agency for the credit bureaus. And a lot of people don't know this, but the credit bureaus are not a government agency. It's some people who got together like you and I, they just regular folks who put together this system that we now are beholden to, like real talk. It's like, are you serious? Like, that's the other thing about credit. If you didn't give them permission to divulge your information, they really don't have the right to report anything about you on your credit. So in my book, I'm going to go more into you knowing and understanding your rights and understanding why credit, them reporting anything about you without your permission. There's so many layers to this. Like, let me give an example. When you do a bank loan with a car, that there's an agreement between you two. It's not really a contract. It's supposed to be a contract, but it's really not. And I'm gonna speak to that in the book, but I don't want to get too deep. But the bank doesn't really have the right to give your information to a third party without your consent, without your signature. So a lot of times nowadays, they're starting to put a lot of stuff in a little writing, but that's called, I don't know the right word, but that's kind of like legalese. They know nobody reads 20 pages of a document when you're going to sign a car. It's like nobody sits there and reads all of that. So they're kind of slipping it in now a little bit, but some of them aren't. But if you haven't given permission for your information to be shared with a third party, that alone can get something taken off your credit, whether it's positive or negative. See, sometimes you want to have positive things taken off your credit so you don't look, so it doesn't look like you have a lot of debt. We constantly take off people's student loans just because they're going to look at it as debt, because student loans is the only thing that you can't get erased, not even through bankruptcy. It's kind of interesting that we start our journey off, most young people start their journey off with a debt that they can't never get rid of, and it's a consequent interest. And then when you really start to understand about this life, there is no damn money. Nobody loaned you anything. Your signature created the money. So now you're paying interest on something that somebody was already paid for, because the minute you signed your name, they got 9 times the amount of money that you signed for. So if you signed for $2,000, you multiply it times 9, they actually have $18,000 deposited in their account. So who do you owe again? Again, don't want to get too deep, but when you read the book, I'm going to have some scenarios. I'm not, this isn't like a conspiracy theory. This is in our laws. The challenge is when we in high school, and they're teaching us about social studies, and they're teaching us about things that's not really, I mean, it's cool to know about different parts of what happened in the world. Of course it is. But I promise you that they could take 15 to 20 minutes to teach us about credit repair, and teach us about budgeting, and teach us about the power of interest and why you want to get the lowest interest possible. They could teach us how to play the game with cash back and rewards. They don't. They don't teach us real life scenarios, how to win in the financial realm. Most people go get a car and they go, well, what's my note? Oh, okay, it's $300. Oh, okay, yeah, I can afford that. Cool. But wouldn't you have rather pay $150 for a car note if you could and saved a ton of interest? Of course you would. But when you don't know, you kind of just going with the flow of, oh, okay, yeah, I can afford that. Yeah, that's cool. And keep it moving. All right. Any other questions?
No.
All right. Gotta go. Bye-bye. Remember to leave a comment in the takeaway. I appreciate you. Thank you. And also always let me know where you're chiming in from. I always like to know who gets to see this video. Are you in the United States? Are you in Atlanta? Hey, I'm in Atlanta now. I live in Atlanta. Are you in Ohio, Cleveland? This is where I'm from. Are you in Michigan? Are you in Florida? Are you in Cali? Where you represent? Let me know. All right, talk to you guys later. Bye-bye.
I gotta head up.